Audrey Mieir, oh, a name that is known around the world. A lady loved, a lady who has touched the lives of thousands of people. And honey, a lady who played an interesting role in your dad's life. Tell the people about that. First we're going to Audrey. We are going to share Audrey Mieir with you tonight. We wouldn't keep her face and her loving heart away. Take a look. Here's Audrey.
The greatest thing in the world is to have somebody care about us. Right? Nod if I'm right. Somebody to care about you. Don't be so blasé and sophisticated. No man is an island. Nobody lives to themselves. We want to be cared for. One of the translations of casting all your care on him, for he cares for you, is throw the whole weight of your anxiety on him, for he careth for you. I was in a little meeting one night accompanying a soloist. It was a men's dinner, and I really felt out of place, but I was there. The only ladies that were there, of course, were in the kitchen preparing the roast beef. That's the way it is, ladies. And the men were all there ready to eat, and the food came, and it was on paper tablecloths. Excuse me, I gotta wipe my nose. And when they got through eating, it was messy and gooey. You know how there was gravy on spots here and potatoes and stuff, and everybody's boop, boop, you know, like this. It was as unspiritual a situation as I've ever been in my life. And then the little man, Marvin, you know, so many times little missionaries can't say it. They're the best workers on the field, but they're not eloquent. And prison workers often, and this man was a prison worker. And he got up and he tried to talk to the man, and they're this kind of thing, you know. I was watching all this. And he poured his heart out, and he had no attention. Suddenly, he dropped his book, and he put his hands up, and he says, I failed tonight. But man, and the fire came on, it matters to him about you. And the whole thing broke. And there was weeping. And God said, right. And I said, on what? He said, on the paper tablecloth. That's all that's there. I don't have a pen, God. Ask the man beside you. Give me your pen, please. And in between splotches of gravy and potatoes and what's left of men's dinner of roast beef, this beautiful song poured out. It matters to him about you. In that hospital bed, a woman was chewing her tongue almost off, calling out for her husband, little old lady. All around were sterile, the smells of antiseptics and all the stuff that's in there, everything. And then God said, Audrey May, underneath you are my everlasting arms. You can't get any more lasting than everlasting. You can't get any lower than underneath. Where you're sitting tonight, if you belong to him, you're in his everlasting arms, my darlings. The man who made you through, the God that threw the planets into space, put the stars there and the moon, made the tides to flow and ebb. That God chooses to dwell with you if you ask him, and to light you up like a torch, and to care about the very hairs of your head.
That's Audrey. And now to share that song with us, Susan Lorente, It Matters to Him.
Audrey, we love you so much. For 2 years, I prayed that I would be able to sing that song to you, and God has answered my prayer. It matters to him about you. Your heartaches, your sorrows, we share, regardless of what you may do. about you.